like that. Here we go.
Attention!
So in this brilliant Wargrave Challenge Cup, Club Women's 8 oars, Vesta have had such an incredible run to get here, beyond their dreams, and yet they have come with every race they'll give their all, but now they go up against the mighty Leander Club.
Yeah, there's the Vesta crew in the same lineup. They were 20th at the women's head of the river race, the 4th highest ranked senior Club A crew, and the face of Rebecca Kelly, 31 years old at stroke, trying to stretch them out, get out from that explosive start phase into full-length stroke. But, well, it's a tall order to be racing Leander in any event at this regatta on their home water. We can see that Leander's start a bit more powerful, a bit more length now. That's given them a huge advantage even this early.
So we have just got a different level of experience. We've got athletes in that Leander Club who have raced at junior level, who've raced in the boat race, who've been selected for under-23 championships, you know, against a great club crew from Vesta, who, you know, for them just to get to Saturday was something that they said, you know, it was only beginning to sink in, the achievement. You know, this event has given an opportunity for clubs to have something to aspire to step up to. And it is a huge opportunity for them just to be part of this event. They are made up of a Club 4 that won Women's Henley, and half of the 8 that were finalists in the Club 8 of Women's Henley. These girls from Vesta who we're seeing here are, you know, they're all full-time accountants, junior doctors. You know, they train hard, they turn down going to weddings at the weekend. You know, that club rowing commitment that you get. You know, they are organising their life at a stage when they're not in a national programme. And, you know, for them, this event gives them such a brilliant racing opportunity to see what they can do.
Commitment to row, making sacrifices in your family and professional life, commitment needed right now for the Vesta women. And there's the Cerise spoons of the long oars of the Leander Club Women's 8. Huge focus. There's a picture of focus if ever there was one. And there's the stroke, Sarah Ferris, 23 years old, setting that long, powerful stroke for the Leander women.
Yeah, they're looking good, aren't they? There is a lot of experience in this crew. I mean, a lot of talent here. They're at 36 strokes a minute. They are really, you know, bossing this race at the moment. We know that there's all kinds of, levels of experience and aspirations here. They want to be the best in their country. They've gone to Leander Club to train with the best, to be on that development pathway as well. That, you know, for them, there are some people here we may be seeing again at some point.
Yeah, it's a huge program, isn't it, for athletes getting towards national representative station, and they've been really successful over so many years. So a tall order for the young women of Vesta. They'll have known that when they showed up on the start, and they know that this is going to be a really tough race for them, but they're determined to demonstrate the quality that they have and the experience that they have through that boat. Charlotte Orrell at bow, Hetty Palmer at 2, Caitlin Kickham at 3, Sarah Campbell at 4, Helen Gunn at 5, Lydia Cronin at 6, at 7, Francesca Lidlow and Rebecca Kelly at stroke. Cox by Felicity Carroll, who's urging them on, and they're still attacking. Really great to see how they're trying to take this race to Leander. Also steering a little bit through the middle of the course. There's obviously some crosswind here that's causing the coxes of these 19-metre long 8s some difficulty.
Yeah, they're feisty, aren't they? And every race we've seen that. They are coached by Lee Curtis Green, and she has said this crew has something special, the spirit with which they support each other, with which they just go out to give everything and lay it on the line. You know, so much of that kind of crew spirit in here that's enabled them to get to the Saturday of Henley. A lot of them have competed at Women's Henley in the past, but to be in the semi-finals at Henley Royal Regatta and the Wargrave Challenge Cup is absolutely just incredible. And they said they were going to go out and do exactly the same, just take it to Leander, throw in the pushes, you know, anything can happen. But of course they have come across a very, very strong Leander crew today.
Well, the Vesta crew, the Vesta A crew, known for their commitment, as you said earlier, Kath. On Wednesday they beat the Thames C crew by 2 1/4 lengths, and on Friday they were behind at this marker. They were behind at this marker against Sydney, and they still managed to beat them. So we know they've got a really strong second half. As they pass through the middle of the course, they're coming alongside the Remenham Club. They'll have huge local support. The well-known Remenham roar goes up as the Vesta Club comes into view, but Leander now, well, they've got a decent amount of clear water over Vesta, but Vesta still want to impress and demonstrate what these full-time working athletes can do against the dedicated athletes of Leander Club.
Yeah, they're doing it, aren't they? They're just throwing it all in. You know, great cohesion there, great spirit as they fight, put those pushes in. There is so much support for this crew, so much pride in what Vesta, the journey they've been on. But they are facing the mighty Leander Club on their home water, and athletes here who want to go on to be part of the national squad in the future. I recognise Trisha Smith in three-seat there, who had 4 boat race wins for Cambridge, who, you know, wants to step up with her rowing, stay rowing, take it to the next level. Sarah Ferris at stroke of the Leander crew was selected for the under-23 Worlds last year in the quad. You know, raced in double at the under-23 Euros. You know, there's a lot of experience, quite a lot of them studying or just coming out of the studying path and thinking, where can they go next with their rowing?
I love these new women's eights events. This is in the second year of the Wargrave Challenge Cup for Club Eights. We've also got student eights and junior women's eights all competing for the second time this year at Henley Royal Regatta, and we've seen some of the best racing across these women's eights events. But well, Leander, it's a demonstration row really from them, isn't it, as we see India Summerside at bow and Frances Hunt-Davis at 2, Patricia Smith, 28-year-olds in the 3-seat of Leander crew, making up the important part of the bows of the boat. That's where you set up the boat and the rhythm. So then in the 4-seat we've got Grace Denning-Smitherman at 5, Cam Nyland 6, Tara Grimsley-Moore, Abigail Top at 7, as you said, and Sarah Ferris there sitting in the stroke seats. The two of them in the stern of the boat, setting the length and the rhythm for the Leander crew.
And they're urged on by Katie Ward, who is in the semi-finals of the Thames Challenge Cup with Henley Rowing Club. So she's been down this track and she has steered a brilliant straight course, I have to say, down that Buck station, which has helped her crew no end. And, you know, they know what they're looking for, which is to be in that final in Sunday, and they will be practicing their moves, ready for the race to come, making sure they make no mistakes. You know, again, stretching out the power, stretching the length of the stroke, keeping an eye though on that Vesta crew that continues to tenaciously come back, and they're like little terriers, aren't they? They are not giving up at all.
Yeah, I mean, when you come up against a crew that's got so much more power and experience, then all you can do is your best. And I'm hugely impressed by the Vesta crew. And as Leander come, we can see the water's got a bit flatter. That boat's moving really nice and flat. Named for Ron Needs, a legendary coach and champion of British women's rowing. Somebody you care deeply about as well. And these coaches give so much to our athletes and create the opportunity for their potential to flourish. Great potential throughout this Wargrave Challenge Cup event for club women's eights, and Leander are through to Henley Sunday, the finals tomorrow. And we all applaud, as the spectators do, the valiant women of Vesta Rowing Club A crossing the line. No shame in racing such a class Leander crew, and in the Wargrave, Leander goes through, beating Vesta to Sunday's finals as they cheer the women of Vesta across the line.
Great.